Hello everybody, long time no see. It is the 1st of August. I realised I made a mistake and somehow scheduled my penultimate and my last vlogs for the same day. So you were supposed to see the last one next week as I'm talking to you now. But I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update because normally non-COVID times I would have a video every week. I am not going to be doing that until I go on holiday again in September, so there's going to be a little bit of a gap, so I just wanted to sort of have a little chat with you, talk through what's been going on and plans for the future. So obviously I went in February, had COVID, we've had all sorts of upsets. I booked a trip in, I think it was December 2019, I made the booking for August 2020 and I still haven't taken that trip yet. I moved it to April 2021 and then when it got to April 2021 the borders still weren't open, so I thought I'm going to move it as far as I possibly can in the future that Virgin will let me move it to, so that hopefully I won't have to change it again. So I could have moved it right up until New Year's Eve this year, but I've done quite a few what I call cold trips to Florida, and obviously Disneyland Paris is nearly always cold. So I didn't want to go in November or December. I also decided that I didn't really want to go in October because towards Halloween is quite busy. So I picked September as the furthest that I really wanted to go with. Been at the end of September before, non-COVID and revenge bookings aside. It's a relatively pleasant time to go in terms of crowds. There can be rainstorms, there can be hurricanes, but you know, in a post-COVID, well, I don't, it's not post-COVID, in a pandemic world, anything is subject to change anyway, so who knows what's going to happen. So yeah, I'm booked for the end of September, which I'm just starting to get excited about now actually. That's one of the things I really wanted to give an update on. Since I've been in February, I haven't really felt that excited for this trip, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because of what it was like when I was there in February, which I don't think so, because I had a really good trip and I cried when I had to come home, so I guess I had a good time. But there's just all of the anxiety around, you know, testing, catching COVID before I go, catching COVID while I'm there, are the rules going to change, are the border, you know, there's so many things that could change that it's not like it used to be in terms of getting excited for a trip. So I've not really been excited until a couple of weeks ago. So the good news is I am now cautiously excited, because obviously I could catch COVID at any point, they could change the rules at any point, the borders could close at any point. So really I'm still going with the mindset that I did in February. Till I'm on the plane, who knows what's going to happen, but I am starting to get a little bit excited and thinking about planning, so that's really just what I wanted to talk to you about. The other big thing, major life update, is that I got a new horse. So that has taken up a lot of my time. Horse hunting is really time consuming, very stressful. So I haven't really had much time to make videos and plan videos, so hopefully you understand. And I don't just want to make videos for the sake of making videos, so I want to give you some quality stuff, which is why I'm not going to fill the next 6 weeks with random videos. Well, actually it's going to be longer than that because I'll have to edit when I get back, so it's probably going to be towards the end of October that you'll start seeing vlogs. But that's what's happening, where I am, where my head is at. So let's talk a little bit about this trip briefly, just to bring you up to speed, give you a little bit of an update. So I'm going at the end of September. It's not quite 2 weeks. I fly on a Tuesday and I fly back the following Saturday night. So it's 2 weeks minus the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, basically. The reason I did that was because originally I was going for a specific purpose for my reunion. It incorporated the August bank holidays. I've changed jobs since I booked the holiday. It's now not going to be over a bank holiday, so everything has changed really. So yeah, I think it's 11 nights, 12 days, I think. I'm not even sure, but nearly 2 weeks, so that's really exciting. I am flying with Virgin as usual, staying in the same hotel, hiring a car as usual. What else? That's it in terms of the sort of actual logistics. Testing is currently not required going into the States or coming out into the UK, which is brilliant. So just need to make sure a couple of weeks beforehand that I am keeping myself safe and probably going to live under a rock for 2 weeks before I go away, just to make sure, because obviously I don't want to get on the plane with COVID regardless of whether I'm able to test or not to enter the country. That's not something that I want to do, infect a whole plane full of people. So the exciting thing is it's going to be warm when I go, which it hasn't been. So I worked out my last warm trip was 5 years ago in 2017, which feels like a lifetime ago now. So I'm really, really excited that I'm not going to have to pack a coat and gloves. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to buy some new t-shirts, I think. And it's going to be Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party season, and it's going to be food and wine season, which are two things that I really, really do enjoy doing as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. I have got a ticket for a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. I did only book one, just because, well, buying a horse is expensive and I don't have lots of money at the moment. So I'm going to go do one night. Still not sure about my costume. I have 2 ideas, but I might have another one, so we'll see. And then food and wine as well. And my friend Katie just told me about an app yesterday. It's not a Disney related app, but it lists all the food and wine articles, and you can go through and you can kind of create a wish list of what you want, which I think is fantastic because I never remember what I decided I want. So I'll probably do another video where I talk a little bit about that and about what I've chosen, and then we can compare when I get back whether I actually succeed or not. So yeah, that's really exciting. I'm also hoping with the hot weather, it's going to slow me down a little bit. One thing I have noticed in recent years is that I do rope drop to close. I have no time to do anything else. I'm not going to the off-site restaurants that I like. I'm not doing as much shopping. I'm not spending time by the pool, mainly because it's not warm enough. So I'm hoping that the hot weather will slow me down, make me take breaks, later starts, earlier finishes, lunchtimes by the pool and things like that, because I run myself ragged and it's not a good idea. So hopefully with the hotter weather, the pool, water parks and all sorts of stuff, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to tear myself away from the parks. I want to do a little bit of resort hopping. I definitely want to do Typhoon Lagoon, assuming it's open. I don't know whether they're going to change the schedule or not, but currently it's the only one that's open. And just do some more things outside of Disney. So I didn't get to go to Olive Garden or Denny's on my last trip, so I want to do both of those, and yeah, maybe explore some other places outside of Disney, just make it a bit more of a holiday than a boot camp. So I'm really, really excited about doing all of those things as well. I have not made a massive spreadsheet of plans like I quite often do. I've booked my park days. I know which days I'm going to which parks. I've got my Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party ticket. But other than that, I'm not really planning a great deal. I'm just going to kind of go with the flow. Katie's going to be there at the same time as me. She has very kindly added me to their Topolino's Terrace character breakfast, which is going to be on my last full day, which is really exciting. So I'm going to tag along for that. That's the only table service dining I'm planning to book. If anything else happens while I'm there and I decide to pick up a reservation, then I might. I don't think I'm going to do anything in Epcot other than food and wine, looking at the amount of stuff that I've picked. But other than that, I'm going to be or try to be really relaxed and really flexible. So it should be a nice, chilled, interesting trip that's slightly different to the ones that I've done in recent years. So I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, and the other thing is I did decide before they removed the option to add Genie Plus to my tickets. Now the tickets that I have for this trip coming up are the old tickets, but they did add it on for me. They charged me $97, which is exactly what it would have cost, difference between the new tickets with or without Genie Plus, so I wasn't too upset about that. But yeah, so this is the last trip I'm going to be able to do that, because you now have to add it on every day. You can't add it in advance. But yeah, I decided to go for it because I don't like queuing and it's the easy option, and even though it's awful to use, it's better than nothing and it gets you something. So we'll see how it works in the different crowd levels, and now more people are getting used to using it, whether that's changed how it works. So yeah, let me know if you've got any questions about what I'm going to be doing, but I don't really know. It's going to be a nice chilled trip, hopefully, and I just thought I'd share that little update with you, and I will try and do a sort of food and wine planning video, which will be very short and mostly me just drooling over pictures of food, so not that interesting, but at least it will help me get my brain in gear for thinking about things that I'm going to do. So I will see you soon.